Hey guys, it's Rose with Roselikescrochet. How is everybody doing? It is Thursday, October 30th, 2025. Can you believe October is pretty much over? I am coming on here with the last yarn yakking video for October. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Rose. I like to crochet. I like yarn a lot. You'll see that in this video. And I make stitch markers along with other items, handmade items. You can find those in my Etsy shop. It's linked down below in the description box. So if you could go favorite the shop and favorite a few items, it really does help me out a whole lot, and I do appreciate it. So yarn yakking videos are me talking about if I have any happy mail, which I do actually. I have a card, but happy mail is not ever required, just so you guys know. We're going to talk about random acts of crochet kindness, a little bit about the generous crafters, and I had a craft fair. I've done some yarn shopping in person and online, and I'm going to show you some finished objects. So I have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Now, I'm not going to show you generous crafters donations today because I have enough to do a separate video, so you'll see that this coming weekend. So stay tuned for that. We'll do some admin stuff before I get into this thing that we do here. So there is a Facebook group for this YouTube podcast. Please go over there and join. You have to answer 3 questions. I promise they're easy. Just go on over there and join. And you can follow me on Instagram. That's at Roselikescrochet. Feel free to tag me in any giveaways that you find over there. And that is connected to a Facebook business page. So the business page just duplicates what is on the Instagram page. So you can go follow me over there as well. So besides the Etsy shop, that's about it. So first thing we're going to talk about is something called Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. Now, this is a little contest that I am having all year round. And every month I reach into a bag and pull out a random item. And if you would like to participate in my contest, all you have to do is make the item, as many as you want. Send me an email. My email is down below in the description box with a picture of your items, how many you made, and where you left them. Because random acts of crochet kindness are basically supposed to be just leaving things in random places and hopefully putting a smile on someone's face. So the item of the month for October is an ice cream cone. I will admit I have not made any more ice cream cones besides the first washcloth thing that I showed you guys. So I don't know. I wasn't feeling the ice cream cones. I'm hoping that November's item is something a little bit more fun for me. So I've already got quite a few emails from you guys showing your ice cream cone. So thank you so much to anyone who emailed. You still have until tomorrow to send me the email. And then next week's Yarn Yakking video, we'll pick a winner for October. Just so you know, the winner gets a little ball of yarn with a stitch marker and some stickers. So it's not like a big whoop-de-doo, but it's fun, right? And then we'll pick the item for November in next week's Yarn Yakking video. So hopefully it'll be something good. Okay, so the other thing I'm quickly going to touch on is the generous crafters. Actually, tomorrow is the last day that I'm collecting items for the generous crafters, but I have, I don't know, 7 or 8 donations, and I'm going to do the video after this one, but YouTube I have an issue uploading on YouTube. So you won't see that video until probably Sunday. So if anything comes in after today, if anything comes in after today, I'll just show it on the regular Yarn Yakking video for next week. But I'm hoping that no one sends in anything else for the generous crafters. And if you're wondering what that's all about, go ahead and check out the video that's going to come out on Sunday. But we are done collecting for the generous crafters as of right now. Now, I would like to promote another person here on YouTube, another channel. It's called KK Crochet. I'll link her down below. And she is collecting hats until, I believe, almost the end of November. So if you guys can go over there and give her, check her out. I think she has a very grand goal of over 2,000 hats. So if you are a hat maker and you would like to donate, please go over to KK Crochet. And she is collecting for something called the Bumblebee Mountain Outreach. But I'll let you go over there and check her out. So I think that's it for like random stuff. For random stuff. So I do want to tell you that I had a craft fair last weekend. Now, this was the first time I had ever done this craft fair, and I'm going to just tell you now, it was not very successful. I only heard about this craft fair because there was a vendor at one of my craft fairs over the summer that I've been chatting with, and she said it was a very good craft fair and that I should try it out. So I did, because you got to try it out at least once, right? So it was at a high school. It was about 45 minutes away from me. We were able to set up on Friday night, which was good. So I did go back and forth Friday, Saturday, Sunday to this place. But it was pretty dead. There was a couple of reasons why I think it was not successful for me, and I'll tell you. They had trick-or-treating in the downtown area on the Saturday morning. And then on Sunday, there was a Bears game. So, and I am in Chicago, so Bears, whenever there's a Bears game on, a lot of times things just die down because everyone is at home watching the game. On top of that, I was in the cafeteria, so I was not in like the main building or the main area where there was a lot of crafters. And it was very poor planning on the part of the people who put together like the where all the crafters were going to be, because I had a booth right here, and then right next to me was also someone who sold crochet, and then right behind me was someone who sold crochet, and then right behind on the other side was also someone who sold crochet. Now I am going to tell you, I know that this was poor planning on their part, because one of the other vendors, because we were obviously all talking because we all crochet, and we were all like, why the heck are we all next to each other? But I always go to craft fairs by myself. So I couldn't walk away from my booth and like go check out everything else. But one of them did walk away to go see what else was going on in the other areas. And they said in the main gym or whatever, wherever the main area was, that there were people selling candles, and there were 6 people selling candles all right next to each other. So that's why I'm saying it was very poor planning on the part of whoever set this up. Needless to say, I will not be going back there and doing this again. So I'm going to tell you what I sold. It was not a lot. On the first day, which was Saturday, I sold 1 Dammit doll, 2 octos, 3 loaf cats, 1 chunky snowboard hat. If you're not sure what that looks like, they are in my Etsy shop. 2 beanies, so regular hats, 3 towels with the towel rings. One lady came and bought 6 market bags, 1 pig and 1 chicken. And for maybe someone else, that would seem like that was a good day, but it was not a good day for me. Okay, the second day, I sold 2 hair scrunchies, 4 kitchen scrubbies, 2 more hats or beanies, 3 stingrays, 1 loaf cat, 1 fidget keychain, 2 leggy frogs, 1 octo, 1 towel, and 1 lovey, and it was Jack Skellington. So I'm going to tell you that it was not successful. And I always put notes, where I'm writing down what I sell. And I always put on there whether or not I would do the craft fair again. And I will definitely not do that craft fair again. So you live and you learn. You cannot win at all of the, every craft fair you go to cannot always be the best thing since sliced bread. So it was not a success, but it's okay. It's okay. So that was last weekend. I'm going to get into some happy mail now. I got a Halloween card, and I'm going to show you my Halloween card. I love this person, so I am going to link her down below also in the description box. This is from my good friend Carrie Penny, and she makes these cards herself because she is so talented. And there's washi tape here, and it says "Drink up witches, ghouls gone wild," and the back of the envelope also has the washi tape on it like that. And I can't show you the front, there's nothing on the front, and she sent it to my house. So Carrie Penny, thank you so much for the Halloween card. I love it. It's so pretty. And in the inside, it just says trick or treat. And it's got little ribbon there and stuff like that. So this card is so awesome. Carrie Penny, thank you so much. I love watching her. She knits, she crochets, she makes cards. She is so talented. And I don't know how, if you guys don't know Carrie Penny, please go over and check her out. She is known as the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and I will link her down below. So thank you so much, Carrie. All right. So Monday, what is today? Thursday. Monday, no, not Monday. Was it Monday? Yes, it was Monday. Monday night. I have a person, a friend. I'm going to call her my friend now. Her name is Karen, and her husband's name is Bill, and she had more donations for me for the Generous Crafters, and I'll show you guys that when I upload that video, which will come this coming weekend. And she wanted to drop off some donations, so we met at a local Hobby Lobby, and I asked my local friends if they wanted to come join me. So that would be Paula, Philip, and Carolyn. So they all came, and we went to Hobby Lobby, we went to Walmart, and then we went to eat dinner. So I want to show you what I got at Hobby Lobby, but my friend Philip went to the Goodwill store and found a bag of cotton yarn. I think he said it was like $3.99 or $1.99 or something. And he gave me 3 balls of this Lion brand kitchen cotton. He said, if I can make a market bag with it, then I could have it. And I said, well, it might not be enough yardage, but I could trim it with something. So let me see here. This has 99 yards in each ball, and I usually like to have about 400 yards just to make sure I have enough yarn for a market bag. So this is 300 yards right here, and I could definitely find something in my stash to trim it if I need more. So Philip, thank you so much for the cotton yarn. And then while we were at Hobby Lobby, I did make a purchase. Yarn was on sale for 30% off. So speaking of market bags, I figured since I just sold 6 at that craft fair that I would get a couple more. Not that I need them, you guys, but I wanted to get some more cotton yarn so I could make some more market bags. All right, so, and I don't know if I've shown you guys the most recent batch of bags. I don't think I have, but maybe in a next video I'll show you. Anyway, so I got some of this Crafter Secret cotton yarn. It's 100% cotton. It's a 4-weight. This particular color is called Hot Pink, but it's Haute. And each one of these balls has 120 yards in them. So like I said, I don't like to run out if possible. So I did buy 4 balls of this, and this should be enough to make 1 market bag. The other color that I got 2 other colors, but the other color that I got is this one, and it is called At the Fairgrounds. And you guys, it is white with green and red and orange and purple and blue. It is so pretty. And these have also 120 yards in them. So I picked up 4 of those so that I can make a market bag with that. And I don't even think I showed you like this one close up. It's so pretty. Got pinks and purples and greens. Oh my gosh. And the last one, I don't think I ever had this one. So this one is called Fondant Fun. And these only have 95 yards in them. And so obviously I had to get 4 of these. So it's got purples and pinks and mauve and gray, and it's so pretty. And I don't think I've ever had this one. I could be wrong, but I wanted to get it. So I got those, and they were all 30% off. The original price on each one of these was $2.99. So I got those at 30% off. And then I picked up another one of these guys, which is, it's like a Bernat blanket. It's called Cozy Occasion from Yarn Bee. The color on this is called Back to School. It's a 6-weight, just like Bernat blanket yarn, except this ball only has 101 yards in it. So it's like half the size. And it was originally $5.49 and I got it for 30% off. And this rainbow color does really well for me for my octos. So I figured I think I have one more ball in my stash, but the rainbow colors sell really well for me for my octos. So that's what I got at Hobby Lobby. And then we went to Walmart. And at Walmart, there was hardly anything there, you guys. But there was an end cap in the back of the Walmart we went to, and they had all this velvet yarn. And we had our little scanner, our price scanner, and we were scanning them. And this particular one came up at $5. So it is Mainstays soft velvety yarn. And you guys, this is just like Bernat velvet. So I'll tell you the specs on it. They had only 3 other colors, but the other colors were not on clearance. So it's 100% polyester. It's a bulky 5. They recommend 6.5 millimeter knitting needle and crochet hook, hand wash cold, 315 yards, 10.5 ounces, 300 grams. So I am going to make hair scrunchies out of this. The color is called pink. That's it. It's just called pink. So that was the yarn shopping that we did, yes, on Monday night. I went to Menards. So Menards is a home improvement store. And I had to get some screws and nuts for my cart that I use to bring all my stuff from my car into craft fairs, all my stuff. So I went there, and I know that Paula had told me that they had some stitch loveys there. It was in their ad. And the first time I went to Menards, like a couple weeks ago, I didn't see any. But when I went there the other day, I did see them, and I found some other loveys, you guys. I am going to show you what I found. So I don't know if you guys have this as a home improvement store. It's called Menards. It's just like a Home Depot or a Lowe's. So you guys, all of the loveys that I'm going to show you were $4.99. So if you are close to a Menards and you like to make, I said loveys, stuffed animals. If you like to make loveys, and if you're new and you don't know what a lovey is, go check out my Etsy shop. Anyway, these were all $4.99. Okay, so for some reason, I don't have any Dumbos in stock for my loveys. So I figured I better pick them up. $4.99. You guys, if you see these Beanie Boos or Beanie Babies at like Michael's or anywhere else, they're $5 or $6.99. So I thought that was a pretty good deal, and I would pick up 2. So I got 2 Dumbos, because how can you go wrong? Look at those ears. Oh my gosh. I also picked up 2 more Spider-Man, because he sells really, really well for me. He's always selling for me because it's Spider-Man. And then they had these Christmas ones. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Now I have like 4 Christmas Beanie Boos in my Etsy shop right now that are turned into loveys, but I don't have these. So I'm going to show you. So cute. That one is called Snaps, like Ginger Snap. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. It's so cute, you guys. This one right here, oh my gosh, I need to get going on making these. This one, wait till you hear his name. This one's name is Dave. Yeah, just Dave. Dave the snowman. No, he's the penguin. Dave the penguin. I don't know if that's like from a movie or something. That's so funny. His name is Dave. And the last one is called Snowdrop. And that is a little reindeer. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So, all right. So that is what I found at Menards. So it's when I go out and I can find stuff sometimes. So these all need to get made. These 2 don't need to be made into loveys because I think I have like 2 in stock already, but all the other ones need to get turned into loveys, especially the Dumbo guys. So that was like all of my yarn shopping in the past week, I guess. But I did place an order online with Yarnspirations. This was probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago because they sent me an email and they said all bulky yarn was 20% off. And I am out of pink yarn, blanket yarn. Has anyone even had that problem? Like, I have no pink blanket yarn in my stash and I need to make pigs. So I saw the email that said 20% off and I was like, all right, we have to go and order some pink yarn. So I'm going to show you what I got. There was one really big box and then like a small box, but I'll just take it all out and I'll show you guys what I got. Now there's no invoice in the box, but it's whatever the original price was on the website and then 20% off. And then the shipping was free because I think I spent like over $150 because yes, I needed pink yarn and there was some other stuff I got too. So let me go grab it. Hang on. All right, you guys, it's a little outrageous how much pink yarn I actually bought. But like I said, I have no pink yarn. Like I have some dark pink, but I didn't want to make a pig in all dark pink. I like, if you've seen my pigs, I like to make the snout, the ears, and the tail a darker color, and then the body a lighter color. But that's just me. Okay, so I'm going to show you all the pink yarn that I got. This one, so it's all Bernat blanket, and all of the Bernat blanket is 6 weight, 100% polyester, 220 yards, 300 grams. They recommend 8mm hooks and knitting needles, but I always use a 7mm hook with most of my amigurumi with blanket yarn. So I'm just going to show you the colors so that if you are interested, you could go and order yourself. This one is called Blush Pink, and oh, it is, I'm not sure if that's showing the right color, but it's really, really, really light, and I'm really excited about it. Now the next one that I have is called Pink Dust. Yeah, Pink Dust. So I'm gonna hold them up next to each other. You can see this one is just a tad darker than this one. And I don't care which one I use. I will use both of them for the bodies of the pigs. But now at least I have some pink yarn, right? Some light pink yarn. So I got a 2-pack of each one of those. And then this one is a Bernat baby blanket dappled, and the color on this one is called Ever After Pink. It looks kind of peachy on the camera, but it's definitely well, maybe it is a little bit peachy pink. It's a peachy pink, but it's pretty, and so I don't care. I like it. All right, and then I don't know why I bought this one, but this is this little baby one, and it's called Baby Pink. This one is a 3.5 ounce ball, and there's only 72 yards in it, but it's a little baby one. And I don't know if this was clearance or not, because like I said, there was no invoice in there. Okay, the next one is, it's called Mellow Mauve, and I'm not sure that I would use this for the body of a pig, but I might use this for something else, like a loaf cat or a chicken or a damn it doll or something else. Or maybe like the dark part of the pig, like the snout and the tail and the ears. So I only got one of those. Then they had this Bernat Blanket Brights, and it's not even brighter than what I'm going to show you next. This is called Pixie Pink, and it's bright pink, but it's not like mega bright. Wait till you see the mega bright one that I got. I love it. So I got 2 of those. Then they had this Strawberry Dot, and this is also the Bernat Baby Blanket, and I love this dotty yarn. So I picked up 2 of those. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I need to make some octos out of that. And then, okay, so this is mega, mega bright. I'm trying to see if I can open it. I can open up the bag. I got 2 of these. I know you can see it on camera. Oh, Oh my gosh. I'm in love with this color. I'm in love with this. This is called Bright Pink. Yeah, you think? It is totally a neon pink, you guys. And I got 2. I should have gotten more than 2. Oh my gosh, I'm kicking myself. I should have gotten more than 2. It's so, so pretty. So 2 of those. And then they had School Bus Yellow, which is this one. I like using this for my bees. So I got that one. And then I picked up a Bernat Blanket Mystical, and the color is called Sunshine. And the reason I got this one is for corn. This looks really good. It looks like tricolor corn when you make corn with this. So that was my order from Hirschner's, or not from Hirschner's, Yarnspirations. I do have an order for Hirschner's also. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have enough time to show you guys that today. So I'll show that in the next yarn yakking video. And I also placed an order for the new blanket yarn from Lion Brand. And hopefully that will come in before the next yarn yakking video also. So that was my order from Yarnspirations. I'm so excited that I finally have all that pink yarn. So I guess now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some finished objects. The first one I'm going to show you, it's just one. It's a one-off because I sold a Damn It doll, and I've sold, I think, like 2 Damn It dolls at the craft fairs before last weekend. I only have like 4 or 5 left, and they're all kind of, I don't know, darker colors. And all the ones that have been selling have been the brighter colors. So I decided to go through my stash of leftovers for my Bernat blanket. I have like a bin. And I think I made octos in this color. It was from an Ogo, a Bernat blanket Ogo. And the colorway on this is called Turquoise. And it looks like it was a clearance item. I don't know where. It says $3.99 on there. So I made a Damn It doll, and I took the advice of someone who had left a comment before, because the Damn It doll that I have from Billy the Crafty Floridian, I'll link her down below. She had fun fur as the hair, and I was like, and someone said I should do the fun fur. So for this one, and I have the pattern linked down below that I loosely based this off. I have modified the pattern. So this is my newest Damn It doll. Obviously I ran out of these 3 colors, and I had to add some blue there. And then I put some fun fur as the hair. So I have finished that Damn It doll. Now, the other items, I mean, I'm working on a lot of stuff, you guys. I'm working on monsters, and I was working on frogs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the frogs that I've been making, but I also made frogs probably like a month or 2 ago, and I recorded the video and put them in my bag for my craft fair, and I never showed you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the clip of the frogs that I made like a month or 2 ago, and then I'll come back on and I'll show you the new frogs that I've been making. So here is the clip of the frogs from before. Hey guys, Rose from the past coming on here to show you some items I've been making for an upcoming craft fair. So today I wanted to talk to you about a leggy frog. So the pattern that I like to use for my leggy frogs is here on YouTube. It is from Chloe Crafts, and it's just called the Crochet Leggy Frog. I will have it linked down below in the description box if you want to go and check it out. I think that she uses a chenille yarn on her tutorial with a 4mm hook, but I prefer to use Bernat blanket yarn, which is a 6 jumbo, and I use a 7mm hook. So I know that with 1 ball of Bernat blanket, I can get about 8 of the leggy frogs from that ball of yarn. So I did want to show you the frogs that I've been making. Now this may seem like a lot, but on this 3-day craft fair that I have coming up last year, someone came and bought 7 frogs. Just one person bought 7 frogs. So I don't even think this is enough inventory, so I am gonna try and do more frogs before Friday, just so I could have enough. I might even bring a ball of blanket yarn and some safety eyes and a little bit of stuffing with me and make frogs when I'm there. I'm not sure about that yet. So I did want to tell you the first set of frogs that I made. If you've watched my channel, you'll know that maybe, I don't know when this video is going to air, but I think sometime in June, I went to a local reduce, reuse, and recycle store called the Greener Good in the suburbs of Chicago, and they had all of their yarn on sale for 25% off. It was the last day of that sale. Someone had donated one of those big monster balls of Bernat blanket. We're talking like 400 plus yards of blanket yarn. It didn't have a label, so I don't have a label for it. I didn't even use all of it. And it was tagged for $5 and I got it for $4. So I will show you the frogs that I was able to make with that. And there's still a lot left over. I was just like, I want to go to a different color. So this is what the Leggy Frogs look like. They're so cute. They're easy to make. I'll show you all the frogs that I got to do from that one ball. And like I said, there is still more of that color left. I've also made, oh, this guy's eye is wonky, but that's okay. He's a frog. I made a Damn It doll with this color also, and then I got tired of using it, so I went on to the next ball of yarn. So I have this many, plus I have 2 more that I got that I made out of that color of the blanket yarn. So that is 2, 4, 5, 6. I made 7 out of that ball. Then I found this ball of Bernat blanket, perfect phasing, and this one was called Forest. So it was kind of like an ombre thing where it went from dark to light. So I don't know what order it started in, but I'll just show you in the order I think it came out of the ball. So there is a dark green, there's another darker green. Wow, these eyes are really bad, huh? Darker green. And then there was this shade of green, and then it went to this shade of green. This might be the right order, I don't know. There's 4. There is the next one, and then we had this shade, and then we had this shade, and then the lightest shade was this one right here. And then there was enough left over to get the top of another one, but then I had to go and find scrap yarns and finish it off. So I don't know, this is what, 9 or 10 Leggy Frogs out of that one ball. And so that was that one. So, I mean, you'd think I have 16, that should be enough. No, I decided to do another ball of it, another ball of blanket yarn. This is a Bernat blanket. And the color on this one is called Lilac Leaf. And I will show you these guys. And they are really cool because they all pooled in a different way. So here, and I don't know what order they came out. So here's one, here's another one. You could see how it's striped there in the corner. Here's one that turned out mostly green in the front, but then the back was striped like that. Here's one that kind of had different striping on it. Then there were these 2 guys, kind of look the same a little bit. No color controlling, I did not color control. Here is another one right here. And then I had enough to do the top of another one, and then I grabbed some scrap yarns and finished the bottom of this guy. And then the only other one that I completed, you guys, was another scrappy one. I saw a lot of blue in my scrap bin for blanket yarn, so I decided to make this blue frog out of scrap yarn. So I think this one is called like Dino Dot, this one is called Royal, and this one is a tweed one. But it was just all in my scrap blanket pile. So I know this looks like a lot of frogs, but I am still probably going to make more frogs. So that's all the frogs. Let me know what you think about the Leggy Frogs if you've made them before. I do enjoy this pattern, so I know normally like I would ask people if they have a pattern they would recommend, but once I get the hang of one pattern, I really just prefer to stick with it. It's almost like muscle memory. I can do it without the pattern, without looking at it, and it's just super duper quick for me. So all of these frogs, I do not sell these in my Etsy shop, but if you ever see something on my YouTube channel that you want to purchase, you can just send me an email and I'll see if I still have it in my inventory. So that is it for Leggy Frogs, and I am going to return you to the current rows. Take care. Bye. All right, so I'm not going to go over the pattern because I'm going to show you all the frogs that I've been making this past week so that I can get them in my car. Well, not in my car, but in the bags and ready to go. So the first batch of frogs that I'm going to show you, oh, and let me know what you think of the frogs that were in that video. So the first batch of frogs I'll show you was using Bernat Baby Blanket Dappled. And the color on this is called Misty Jungle Green. And I'm going to show you, it's like an ombre kind of. I don't know which one was first, which one was second. So I'll just show you all the froggies that I have. There's two. There's, and I use the entire ball of yarn, you guys. There's 4. There's 6. His eye is a little, he's got pink eye or something wonky there. And then we've got 8. So I was able to get 8 full frogs out of that one ball of the Bernat Blanket Dappled. So then the other ball of yarn that I grabbed was also Bernat Blanket, and the color on this one is called Plum Fields. And this one I did not get 8 full frogs. I'm going to show you, and they are really busy, but you know what? Someone might like them. So there's 2, and then there's 4, and then there's 6. Oh my gosh. It's like camouflage, right? And then the 7th frog, I couldn't even finish. I had to give him pants. So I found this color yarn that kind of matches with this creamy color in there, and I just gave him pants. So barely 6.5 frogs out of the one ball, but 8 full frogs out of the other ball. So I think I only have like 6 or 7 frogs left in my inventory. So I probably still need to even make more frogs. So, all right. So that's all the frogs. Let me know what you think of these frogs and the other frogs. And then I do want to add another clip. And the other clip I'm going to add is also finished objects from before, because I'm definitely trying to show you guys everything that I've been working on. And it is going to be of some F-bombs that I made a little while ago. So, because, you know, a lot of people will send me Fs that they find, and I don't really have an F-bomb here to like sit and show you what they're for. So I'm going to, the last time I made F-bombs, I'm going to insert that clip. It's only a couple minutes long, so I'll insert that right here. Hey guys, Rose from the past coming on here to show you some items that I've been making. I'm getting ready for a three-day craft fair coming up here soon. So I've been frantically trying to make some items for this craft fair. So I do want to show you something. The item I'm going to show you today is something called an F-bomb. So if you are easily offended, I would recommend perhaps not watching this portion of the video. So anyway, where I got the pattern from was a blog called crochetingmom.com, and I will link that down below in the description box. The pattern originally, well, the pattern calls for a 4-weight yarn and I think a 4mm hook. And I used to make them like that, but now I use blanket yarn and I use a 7mm hook. So I am going to show you, I did go through an entire ball of Bernat blanket yarn, and the color is called Coal. So it's just black. And I am going to show you my F-bombs. So I will tell you that in the pattern, they ask you to crochet the F and then sew the F on. And I did that at the beginning when I was making these, and it just looked horrible. So I decided to bypass that part of the pattern. And instead, what I figured was to buy the F's that are already pre-made, and then I hot glue them on. So I am going to show you one of the F bombs. So there you go. It comes complete with the wick and the flames coming out of the F-bomb. This is super easy to make. You just take your yarn and you split the plies. So that's what it looks like. Looks like fire coming out of the wick. So I have quite a few of these iron-on patches or whatever, sticky patches, and I just hot glue them on. I have actually been selling quite a few of them at craft fair, so I figured I better get my inventory back up. So I have, and these are also for sale in my Etsy shop. I'm not sure when this video will come out, but I normally do carry these in my Etsy shop. So I have a white one. I have a black and gold one because I just wanted different colors on the F's. I have one that has brown and white checks on it. So there is that one. I have a purple one, and that F is a little bit small, but that's okay. So there is purple. I also have a yellow one. There is the flame. People just get a real big kick out of it. And I don't normally carry things that are controversial in my booth. This is about as bad as it gets for me. And if you don't know what an F-bomb is, then you're not offended, right? So here is a green one right here. And here is a pink one. So I believe I was able to get all 8 of these out of one ball of Bernat blanket yarn, and that has 220 yards in it. It is a 6-weight jumbo blanket yarn, and I use a 7mm hook on my my blanket or my amigurumi where I use blanket yarn. So that is it for the F-bombs. I wanted to show you, hopefully you got a kick out of those, and I will return you back to the current day rows now. Take care. Bye. All right, you guys, so let me know what you think. Frogs and F-bombs. I mean, you can't go wrong, right? So everything that I talk about and all the patterns and stuff are going to be down below in the description box. So that's going to be it for this yarn yakking video. Remember to send your ice cream cones in an email if you made any for Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. And I am going to have the Yarn Yakking Extra for Generous Crafters. You'll see that this coming weekend. And remember, if you're not sure what that is, I'm done collecting right now for the year, and I'm pretty positive we're going to be doing this again next year with the Generous Crafters. So I'm really, really excited about that. So that is it. Make sure you, someone said something about they hyped up my video. So if you guys have the opportunity to hype up this video, that would be so cool. But someone said you can only do like 3 per week. So I'm going to ask you, if it lets you hype up the video for the Generous Crafters, can you hype that one instead? I appreciate it. All right, guys, that's all I have. Leave me a comment down below. I love conversing with you guys. I do respond to all of my comments. And I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.